What is going on, party people? I hope your week went all right. We're loading up Shapez2 right now as we get in here. Had a little bit of a late start today. Apologies. Normally I'd have this stuff already open before we get in. Alright, here we are. So welcome back everybody to Shapez2. It's a big old factory game where we take the shapes from these little spots out in the map, deliver them back to the main core, and process them before sending them into the big old vortex. We're trying to make this type of shape here for Milestone 6, and Milestone 6 will get us the pin pusher. We just unlocked trains last time, so I think we're probably going to be making some improvements to some of this existing infrastructure. Namely, this nightmare here. Because this one's kind of insane. That being said, I'm thinking about it. I'm going to debate for a little bit on it. Because this is making... Ah, yes, those. That makes sense. Alright. And then that's for our milestone, so we don't want to mess with that per se. Good job me marking this. This is what we were working on, right? Stage 7 prep? Because here we've got... Oh, we need to unlock the pin pusher, and then we just slot it into these. Same here. We just slot in the pin pushers here, and then we should be good to go. Hey, welcome in, Rampage. Welcome in, Aki. Good to see y'all. So we gotta wait on the pin pushers. So I guess the next thing we can do is work on one of these then. What does that lead into? Let's see what these... No, that's not the button. Tasks. Let's see here. Well, that one's gonna be annoying to do. This is the one we were working on for the most part, if I remember right. This one will be fairly easy to do, actually. So let's start with painting basics then. These will also be very useful for that other one. This one here. I just need to find a source of that other piece then. Okay. I'm calculating here. We gotta think this one over before we move. It's like chess. Think 2 moves ahead so that we don't waste all our time on minimal builds that don't end up getting us anywhere. Make sure that we're moving towards the common goal, moving towards the long-term stuff. Make sure that our builds are as sustainable as possible so that we don't have to come back and rework them later on. Just scouting out some of these territories is going to be an... Hey, operator level upgrade. Nice. Now we're level 5. Getting us some more platforms, which is good because we are low. We are so low on platform. This is a pretty decent feed rate, too. We've been here for 5 minutes and we've already got over 1,000. That might need to go faster, though. With do I have enough resources? The next question, then, though. Am I producing enough of the raw ingredients to increase our rate of production? That looks like a no to me. Oh, one of these is broken, though. There we go. I was wondering why this up here was all stalled out. Even if it was running slow, it shouldn't be this jammed up. There they go. Alright. Let's do the painting of those red squares real quick. That's an easy one. Trying to find squares and red dye, or red squares and green dye really close to each other. That's the ideal mix we're looking for here. This here's okay, but it's kind of far. And there's no green around it. I really wish we could search the grid. If we could search the grid, this would be so much faster. Red square. Where red? Okay, we got square, red, and then green all the way over here. That's still kind of trash. Because in the long run, it's going to require something else too, right? It requires a circle. I'd almost be better grabbing from here and going off this way, and then grabbing from these two pools and then sending it up. So inefficient. What if... no red around here, though. I was thinking about maybe piggybacking off of this line here. There's no red over here, so I wouldn't be able to get very far. I need to bring it all the way up here. Merge it with these two, and if that's the case, then there's probably a better source of squares closer by. Gotta be. Oh, we got the green circles done. Now we gotta make red circles on top of them. Hey, weren't there squares over? Yeah, there's squares right here. That's so much closer source. Alright. Let's clean this up then. And then I'm going to need to create a machine that's capable of painting on the front end and then stacking the painted product onto the back end. Do I already have something like that around here? That's just painting. That's just stacking. About down here, because this is painting, painting. So I think I'm going to need a separate platform to paint, and then I'll merge. That'll be how I do this. Okay. We're going to clean this up, flip it to the other side. Gotta rearrange all of this now. That can just be a right corner. There we go. Right angle. That still completely locks us out of using the ones, though. Okay. Oh, this is gonna get fun. I can buy myself some space by flipping this all over to the other side, and that'll be easier for me to keep this up with. If it wants to cooperate, that is. These pipes really don't like being adjusted to have the minimal amount of outputs on them. They just hate it. They want to have as many outputs as possible, even if there's nothing to connect to. Dude. There's nothing there. You're trying to connect to empty air. Just go away. And then I can clean this runner up. And these as well. Then I'll pull that out. And that should allow me to run this pipe this way. Actually, I can just run this thing on the ground the whole way. Put catcher there. Run this one this way. Put a launcher here and a catcher here. Okay, I just need to shift this all over by one quick. Visibility change. I can't because of the launchers on the first level. Okay. And I can do this at least. There, so now we've got the connections for those two over there. I can delete this and rerun this line over here. Beautiful. All right. So now we can paint the red discs here. Why do you want to be a Y turn? Why can't you just be a 90 degree, huh? Like that. There you go. Beautiful. Alright, so now let's see. Do we have stacker builds around here? We have plenty of stacker builds. There's got to be one that suits this purpose. Why reinvent the wheel? See, this right here will work just fine. What the heck? Oh, I was holding down control, not shift. And then we just reorient this stuff so that it makes sense. Wonderful. There's all of our green discs. There's our connection for our red discs. That's going to be our closest source of red dye, so we'll grab it from here. Grab it from there. specifically. Go down there. I feel like... Ah. Sneaking up on me, chat. Trying to get all sneaky deaky with it. Alright. We need to do a shape extractor, don't we? Fluid miner, yep. Oh, it's because I'm on the lower... There we go. I was at the wrong elevation for the space platforms. Alright. Blueprint library. Pump station. Boom. And that'll make red now, and then red will go into here, make our red discs. Red discs get stacked on green. And then what's the next step after that? For that one. Oh, slice it in half and then into quarters? Oh, that'll be easy. That'll be easy. We'll use one platform and just slice it in half, and then we'll get twice the yield from them. And then when we have to do it again, we'll get 4 times the yield from it. Easy. The only thing this thing needs is freaking pin pushers, and then it's good to go. As soon as we've got the pin pushers, we can just set up stage 7 and immediately start it running. It's just a matter of time. Oop, we're about to get dying here. Okay, they've all got connection. Good, I did my job right. Beautiful. And now here come the discs. Where do those pluses go? Oh, they go all the way down to here? Oh, they're not pluses. They're freaking... Why does this... Oh, it's because there's still some on there. They're just not pulled on that part of the line. Where are they pulled on? Here. They're pulled out here. Interesting. Well, at least we get the joy of watching everything sail in there. Wait, why isn't this going? Why you no go? Why you no go? Because this isn't pipe. I guess I deleted it at some point and replaced it with conveyor on accident. There we go. Checking our outputs, making sure we've got everything we're supposed to. Any way I can further... Oh, that is still jammed up. Looks like our production here could go a little bit faster, but another option would be... Where is it? There it is. Oh, this is hurting my eyes. Zoom out. There we go. Oh, it's not stopped here yet. Okay. So all of it is buffering on the conveyor belt. It's not actually halting any production on the back here. If it does start to halt production, I've got a plan. I wanted to save that money, and I wanted to save those points, and we'll definitely be saving the upcoming ones. But very specific purpose in that there. Why does the overflow splitter... Can I flip you? Good. I was gonna say, that's Garbo otherwise. So now, if the exterior belts, the ones that are jamming up right now, continue to jam all the way back here, the overflow splitter will immediately start firing off the extras to the middle section and raise the throughput of the middle section. Means that the machines won't turn off as soon as the lines jam up, because we still need that part. We need more of that part, actually. Don't want it to jam up. I don't want half my production to turn off because it thinks that it's full when it's not. It's interesting to me how both of these on the left are the ones that are completely full. And as a result, this third row right here is the one that's suffering. Is it because this one's... No, this one's right. This one didn't get a part deleted in it. Weird. I guess it's just a balancing issue. Weird. Oh, we're getting this one quick, too. Whoa, that's going fast. Where's this one coming from? Kitty corner green squares. How do I have 31 of those? Where did I make those? I don't think I did. Rain. Should probably make another one of these 4 squares, though. One of the quarter slicing rigs. And then feed it into a painter and make green that way. You know what? Fine. Not a difficult thing to do. And we need to burn some time anyways while the machines run. Just gonna grab the one we have up here actually, because I know it works. Won't let me zoom out further than this, so we gotta drag it down here. Right over here. There we go. Perfect. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Nope. You know what? Fine. I'm going for the blueprint because I'm lazy. What the heck is this? This is not the build I'm looking for. Off we go. I should probably just save this. Full to kitty corner. 4 belts. Let's try that as a name and see if I remember that one in the future. Maybe that'll do a little bit better for me. And then I just gotta reconfigure this part. Beautiful. One quick adjustment here. Not where I want that. I want it here. Rotators are not going to be in the same spot, but they'll still end up dealing with this. I don't like the lack of symmetry. Actually, I'll put them in the same spot. Even though it's already asymmetrical, whatever. Alright, now we're making all the same one. Just makes it easier if we have to do upgrades or stuff in the future. And then we take this and build our painting platform. And then we just gotta hook up green. We've already got a green connection out here, so we'll just run this. Perfect. That was easy. And then we'll just run a space belt as an inlet. Pin. Boom. That should do it. And I'm going to reorient this one like that. That way we can still hook up to these, because this is all pretty much blocked off now for now. At least until we reconfigure it. Oh, that's right, this is the wrong height. I do love the paint and the pipes. It looks so pretty. Such a cool graphic. Alright, off we go with that then. We've got this one and this one and this one going. So I haven't done red squares yet. And that one just goes from red squares to green squares, if I remember right. So you know what? You know what? We're just going to set it up right here. One space belt there, because I think we're going to need to grab some later on. I want somewhere to grab it from instead of everything around. Platform painter goes in right there. You know, let's just try this on for size since it's cheap and simple. Saves me a lot of time of having to reinvent something if I can just use this, even if it's not identical to the case. Like, I don't think we need to rotate these. I don't think rotating them is necessary, but whatever. Oh wait, rotating them is necessary because that'll make it possible to slice them again when we need to convert them to the next one. So that actually is beneficial to us. And another operator level to claim. Beautiful. Alright, back to this then. We're going to grab the red paint. Got some already on the lower level, so we'll just grab that. And I'm pretty sure that's on the normal height, right? Yep, gotta put an adapter in here then. Rather just an adaptation. Whichever. Better perspective, really. Boom. I'm actually gonna have to change this thing's route again. Because if I do this, then I can run this one straight up into here. Boom. And now we got the red squares being made. Nice. We're at 30 minutes in and a fifth of the way done. Oh, that means it's going to take almost the whole stream to get to milestone 6. A little bit lengthy. Might need to speed up the production then. I could. I'll still get it before the end of stream regardless, though. Like, it's a guarantee at this point based on the math, as long as I don't break the lines that feed Milestone 6's shapes. So should I prioritize milestone tasks, or the pin tasks, or should we prioritize the milestone itself? Should we do the side quest or the main quest, chat? Where should we focus? You're thinking side quest, Nozu? Alright, we can do some side questing then. First things first, this one. I should be able to just find that somewhere and deliver it. And it will be the most time efficient. It will be the most efficient for our time frames. Waste the least time. That's so close to the shape we need. It tricked me. Alright, we're gonna do what we always do, is search in a spiral shape from the interior. The most likely pattern that will find us what we're looking for the closest. 0B does not have it. 1B, huh? Oop. 1A? So the hunt ooh, this is an important shape. No, it's not, because it doesn't have the red dot on it. Darn it. It's useless! Useless! Oh, there's a perfect diamond right there. That's pretty close, isn't it? Well, not in comparison to the other stuff, I guess. Hey, that was done already. Damn, that was quick. Alright, so now we just need to upgrade the tech for that real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I can just copy the whole platform with it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Well, this is going to make things go much faster now. And there we go. We've got the green and the red, and we've adapted all that so that it works now. Fantastic. And now I just need to feed it a whole thing. Okay, I can do that easy. Asks. Then I make it green, then I stack it. Okay, so I can just get rid of this. All I'm going to do here is put a little stopgap in that allows me to this. There we go. Just change their elevation. That's it. Now we've got all three of these ones at the bottom all queued up. This one's working. Let's go back to our hunt for circle rounded corner, kitty corner construction. So many of these, so many of the ones missing one piece. Circle kitty corner, where are you? Circle, rounded edge, kitty corner each other. Where are you? Now that's kind of rare to find though. I think that's one of the composite colors right there. See, this is great, but it's the wrong kitty corner. Same here. We're getting further away from our goal, not closer. Scanning, scanning, scanning. Calculating. Trying to find best option. Doesn't look like there's many options at all. I tell you what, then. I tell you, I say. I am going to have to make my own. Wait. These are so close to being exactly what I need, but they're just slightly off. One of them needs to be rotated 90 degrees more, and then they'd be usable like that. Damn. Alright, we're gonna broaden our search one more time. Yeah, we're getting far enough out that we're seeing a bunch of random composite colors now. Here it is. Okay, that's pretty far. That's pretty far. Alright, now we just need to do one more set of rotations on this thing, and we'll be good. Since those already got sliced the last time, and then they got turned, they're already able to be cut again. Ba-boom! Bang! Bang-a-rang! Beautiful. So that'll finish that one. That one still hasn't kicked off yet. Why hasn't that one kicked off yet? What the heck? Oh! Dadoy. Wrong connection point. That'll work better. Actually connecting up all the materials so that they get delivered to their destinations. What? How's it going, Haps? Welcome in. Said hello? Oh, hello, hello. Okay, I get you, I get you. It took me a sec there, sorry. We are progressing through shapes today. We're going to get milestone 6 done, and we're doing a bunch of side questing as per request of chat. Just found this, so it's time to set up a very long conveyor belt. Actually, you know what? Maybe this is time to experiment. We'll do, because I believe they go underneath the track and loop back around on it, so we don't have to make a true circle. Instead, we'll just do this then. Why does it say that this is going to cost me 0 platforms, though? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound right to me. Welcome in, Fish. You didn't get a notification? Weird. Well, every Sunday, we always do. I haven't missed one yet. And now that I said that, something's gonna happen sometime. We hope not. Alright, so that's the train track itself set up. Now I need to set up a stop, right? Then we put the... What is it? Locomotive. Did that delete the... It deleted the train track, though. I don't put it on the train track? Okay. Strange. What the heck? So that thing makes trains with that many carts? This is weird. Kinda forgot it was Sunday. Fair enough. I hope you have a good nap. I don't know what the hell this train is doing, though. I'm so confused. When you zoom out on the track, it takes a couple of different colors. I don't know how this works. I'm just gonna send it real quick. We're just gonna try. We'll just try. Okay, so we've got that now. So we're at least producing shapes, right? Now, I think I was misled with the size of these trains, so we'll put that there. And we'll put the other stop up here. And put in some shape unloaders. Yeah, like that. And then after all that, we'll connect it up there. Now the question is, will this work? Let's see. It looks like this didn't cost us any platforms. And if that's the case, then we can recoup a whole crap ton of our platforms by doing these deliveries instead. Hey, another operator. Hey, nice. Another operator level. Beautiful. This might be the way to do it then. We might want to rebuild this infrastructure the same way. You know what? I'll start the process by at least building the line. I mean, if it costs me absolutely nothing, why wouldn't I? Why the heck wouldn't I? We're gonna save so much platform with this move. I mean, just look at how long this stupid thing is. I might be able to load even more onto it, too. We'll see. Oh, yeah, now I have to do the circles. 3. Painting them over. There are true circles over here, at least, so we could use those and then stack them together. Probably the best move. We also need to make the green rounded corners now. That's easy enough to do, though. We can do that right here. That, taking our blueprint, platform painter. Wonderful. And we just need to hook up the green. That should make our green rounded corners. Hey, we finally got our first delivery then of that stuff too. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Doesn't seem like those carts move too much per unit, though. I don't think they have very high capacity. I love trains too, Haps. I think we'll find out their capacity here right now, though. Yep. So they moved 360, which means that each cart only holds 180 shapes. Is it already on its way back, or is it still doing the loop? It's already on its way back. a second one might keep that belt full. Let's experiment with multiple trains. Let's send out multiple. Can I change the function of this? Because it says it's a quick stop. Well, either way, we've got enough now that this should balance itself out. And it is much cheaper. Now the thing is, we'll need different colored trains in order to set up multiple multiple shapes on the same track. That's going to be very crucial to this. Not painting? Why is, oh, it's not painting because of the elevation again. Darn. That always trips me up. There we go. Now it's painting. Alright, let me work on this side quest now. That'll be more efficient. We need to stack them. Stack them. We'll just grab our basic stacker kit. On this one, which one's on top and which one's on bottom does not matter, fortunately. Simply... oh, that's the wrong button. We'll just hook this up the quickest way possible. Give me sight beyond sight. There we go. Alright. That's done. This up to this. And then we just need something that'll slice and cut. Full shape to the kitty corner slicer will do that just fine. Change the elevation on this stuff. Why does it not auto back down to the small shape stuff when I zoom in? Come on, game. You're better than this game. There we go. Get in the basic shape extractor. I got a thought. Like that. There we go. Now we got all 4 of them unlocked, so they should run properly. This should make... oh, forgot to do the rotation on this. There we go. We had to hit him with a quick rotation in order to fix it. But that should be everything we need now. That should get the side quest going for us. Now we've got all 5 of these side quests running right now. I want to try and find this one next. The square, half circle, 1 red dot thing. This almost had me convinced. Right, full red circle, huh? Half red circle, 1 dot, like that. Square. Well, I got a full square right there and a full circle I could work. Between these 3, I'd probably be able to pull it off. Very far. And that's close. I have to slice it all the way down to its quarters. This one's also kind of close. At least the triple train really sped up the deliveries of that other stuff. That at least shows that it's viable. Sinking. What are you sinking about? Pixie Dits. You know what? I'm gonna go lazy with it. I'm just gonna do this. Oh. I'm gonna reorient this. Gotta change the orientation here, gotta flip it around. I was hoping that copying that one would avoid this problem, but I didn't pay attention. I'll admit it, I wasn't paying attention. Now that that's done, I can clean up a bunch of this. There we go. That section's been cleaned out of its garbage now. Slice and turn. Slice and turn. A classic. Alright. That's done for that then. And I just need to finish adjusting the stacker here. This is a mess. Oh, the original design would have worked for this. Darn. I just pulled it from the blueprint book. Alright, there's that. There we go. Shape miners surrounded with boosters. Shape miners surrounded with boosters. Now that's going to be a little bit harder to do since we set up the... Ugh. Unga bunga. Alright. You know what? What I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to disconnect it. Save myself the platforms. Stop the train's progress so it stops running around for no reason. Actually, we're not going to do the good old slice and turn here. And we're going to pull out the simple shape extractor. The simple shape extractor. We're not going to shiv anyone. That's going to make that. Okay, so then we need to go in here and do the half destroyer. Maximum throughput. There we go. Now we've got that going in on one side. The other side, we just need a true star then. What way does the cutter want to... What way does the half destroyer want to destroy? Oh, it's already perfect. Okay, cool. There we go. We still need to do the 180-degree rotation on the other side now. And that should be fast enough. If not, I can always expand the number of rotators, but that should be fast enough considering how slow stackers are. Stackers be so slow. We got to 50 points too. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, I would be going for trains here normally, but there's something we need to get before that. Where is it? Where is it? Third floor. Beautiful. That makes it possible to build even more complex structures, because we need things to get more insane. Hit like for more insane. Alright, now we're just going to take this. Run it here. Oh, that's bad. Okay. I got a plan. Thanks, Apps. There we go. Now we've got that part being made too. We're about a third of the way through stream, and we're a third of the way through the milestone. What is slowing us down, though? Is this belt just still full of garbo? Have we even started diverting with the overflows yet? Because of how long this stupid thing is? We have not started diverting with the overflows yet because of how long this stupid thing is. How jammed back is it? How about here? Is it here? Nope. Wait. Yep, one of them's already jammed all the way to back here. Only one of the lines, but still, that's a lot of distance. That's a lot of shapes to have jammed up. See, and we got them jammed here. You know what? I think it's time for another bypass. New one. There. Overflow. This will encourage more shape production. It'll at least get it to stop jamming and use all of the backlogged materials we have on the belt right now. Both of which are very, very full. I'm gonna do the same on this one. Off it goes. Off it goes to make us even more of the final shape. New question, though. Why hasn't this made anything yet? It's because I never put the... never put the blueprint in. Basic shape extractor. Boom. Fantastic. Alright, so now we need to change up the way that that stuff's constructed. Going to put in 2 of these. Slice and turn. Why is it only showing me one of the 3 outputs? Weird. Okay. Strange. Already got that one done. Wow. Wait, you have to stack the little blue square on top of it? Ooh, that's annoying. That is annoying. Also, I don't think I put in the right rotator here. Yo, how's it going, MKM? How's life? Been a while since we've seen you in one of these. Welcome in. That's wrong to start with, but it will fix itself shortly. And then we'll start getting in those half blue, half reds. Or not half blue, half green, half reds. Oof. Can y'all tell I've been working too much this week? Ooh, nice, MKM. I hope you're having fun. Very nice, very nice. Very nice indeed. I'm gonna take a quick water break here, y'all. Enjoy the portal. It is the portal. All right. So now we need to do a little bit of an adjustment here. I got a plan, though. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. Cut that off. Large stacker. Game, why did you not auto-check that? Come on, I was zoomed so far in. I didn't bother to look, because why would I look? I assumed you had it figured out. Okay, so now we've got all the base pieces done. Now the positioning of that blue square is gonna be a beast to accomplish. Not excited for that. I think we're actually gonna have to come up with a specialized build for this one too. We're not gonna be able to build off of existing infrastructure. So what we'll do is we'll use the cuts. I got this, I got this. Not enough space there, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The fact that you can fit 7 really kind of ticks me off, though, because that is not an even number. One sec. Exactly, Haps. It's the portal to the something. Exactly, you get it. Now the question is, will this be enough? Because it's about half the volume of what we were originally moving. I can do this better than what I'm doing here. I'm gonna be better than this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, further back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 per line. So 16 of them in total. Since we've got the third layer, we should be able to make this stupid simple. Yeah, we just shape the shapes into shapes, and then they shape, and then we shape them, and then we shape the shapes, and then the shapes shape. Shaping style. Welcome to Shapes, where you shape. I don't even think with the amount of space we have that we technically need the third floor for this. A little bit more perspective, but we might use it anyways, for giggles. I mean, we paid for it. We might as well use it. There we go. Nope. Not like that. Anchor it there, and then do that. Yep, beautiful. See, we don't need the launchers anymore, though, because we can just go over everything. We can just use the perfectly clean right angle belts and just go over pretty much everything. Why do you guys have such a hard time reversing? There you go. We'll say my fingers are getting tired of pressing Q and E, though. I think these are already orientated properly, too. Why are half of these just wrong? What the heck is going on there? What the heck is going on here? Where's my mistake? They're all outputting the same thing. Was it just an inconsistency because of the change I made? I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna hope for that. Let's just see how this goes. I have a feeling like it's going to make the wrong thing. Oh, I bet I know what's wrong here. I forgot to rotate. Wait a second. What if I didn't rotate at all and eliminated the other rotators? Then that should fix this the other way instead of... We're overcomplicating things. That's what I think is happening. I think I'm overcomplicating things. Because of how scared I was of messing up the orientation, I think I overcomplicated things. If I just stop it from doing this here. Less steps, less inefficiency, less time wasted per shape. More output? Question mark? Alright, and then this one still is going to need to be rotated, though. I have to rotate these guys. 180 degrees. That's the part I need to rotate. I think. Because now we're getting the right shape, and these guys are ending up on top on the wrong spot. Now we just need to put circles on top of this. Fortunately, we just freed up a bunch of space on the circles. You know what, actually, we'll just grab the stacker blueprint right here. Put it there. And now those are on the underside. Perfect. Shape miner. Boosters. Belt. Make a little bit of a snake there. Perfect. Now we just put the extractor in. And this one's done. So now I can cut off all of this. Recoup all of these platforms. All that saves space. Wonderful. Sneaky like a snake. Operator level 8 already. We're getting those in finally. And we're starting to make up these. Fantastic. We're starting to get those pinned tasks on the side reduced quite a bit. Really dragging down the numbers, which is good, because extra research points, leaving extra research points on the table is just bad business. Oh, these are really useful actually too. Oh, some of these are really valuable. We're gonna have to unlock a lot of this in order to replace this line here. We're gonna need wait stops and multiple colored trains. Other stuff. Because this line currently has 3 different things on it. And it has multiple stops where it picks up and drops off different things and changes stuff out. On the bright side, a lot of this will be fairly easy to swap out once we've got all the infrastructure available to us. It's just we need the options available in order to make it feasible. These trains are still delivering. They're still doing their job. What are they delivering to? It's not filling. I guess they're just running around. If that's the case, we might as well just put that there so that they actually fill it up. There we go. Alright. Taking a second here to think real quick. Formulating our next plan. We should probably get this one done. Oh, that one gets complicated. That one gets really complicated. But it also gives us quite a bit of research points in return. A nice return once we get up there. This one's just trash. I'm gonna leave that for now. I don't even want to mark it anymore. We don't need to be a completionist per se anyways. Then we'll just do a slice and turn. Might need to do more complex stuff later, but slice and turn will work just fine for now. And that will give us that, so that's done then. Next one we need to work on then is the red point. Have any red points around here? Start with. Any base ingredients? Ooh, there's one. Way far away, all the way up here. Is it even worth it? Is it even worth it that far away? What I really need to get is the train to portal trick. Because that one allows you to just ship your trains directly into the portals. Where is that now? It's wiring stuff. Did they get rid of the portal hack? Or the portal trick or whatever it is? You used to have the option to just send the train directly into the portal. And that was great. That was awesome. Doesn't look like we have it anymore though. Oofed. I don't know if third platform floor used to be a phase. I don't think we used to have that. Hey, train delivery. Okay, so it's one of these now. boards. Train vortex delivery allows you to launch trains into the vortex to deliver shape. Look at that. Look at that insane shape. Look at it. That's crazy. What we're working towards. Alright. Well, we're about halfway, but we're not going fast enough. At this pace, we might not make it. So what's our limiting factor? What's our lim fac, huh? It's the tops. It's the top piece. I manufacture here. And the limiting factor on these is the greens. It looks like the limiting factor on the greens is the amount of incoming paint, which we can easily fix. Kind of an odd problem to be having, honestly. There we go, we got that one done, so we can shred all this finally. The snake is going goodbye. Goodbye, snake. You did your job well. Just gonna undo all of this and clean up the mess. Get us a nice clean working space to work with again. Especially come next time. There we go. Otherwise I forget about what all those platforms do, and then it takes me an eternity and a half to unsnag them and clean them all back up again. Alright. Back to this. Let's see how this is going now. It should be producing more. What's our current stats? Where is that? There we go. What's our current statistics? Only 150 per minute. We can raise that. Yeah, 150 per minute is not enough. What's whack to me about this is that we have the same number of painters for both of them. We have the same number of red painters and the same number of green painters, and since it's 50-50 splits, why? What the hell is going on? Besides the green paint being a little bit slow, I don't think this can be sped up any faster than it currently is. I think this is peak speed, so... What the hey? Well, while that adjusts itself real quick, we're gonna do a little bit of work over here. We're going to set up the shape miner we just destroyed, but in a different configuration. gonna hit him with the good old slice and turn. Good old razzle dazzle. Large stacker. Now, could I accomplish this with a swapper? Yes. It's my official stance. Effort. I've already got the stacker rig set up, so might as well use it. Especially since this is a side quest. It's not about speed, because we're not making 80 million of these things. It's about making a couple of them in a semi-efficient manner. And delivering the 4,000 required by the goal. And then moving on. There we go, operator level 9. How are our stats looking now? Okay, so we raised it by 30. I don't feel like that's enough, so... Oh, wait. No wonder it didn't want to merge. There we go. We've doubled it. Now there's no way in heck that this is not going to have enough production. And in order to guarantee that, we're going to double this. Boom. This should significantly increase the amount of these shapes that we're producing. I'll also see if it works. But yeah, when in doubt, double it, right? When in doubt, we'll just double it. And then hope. How come we've only gotten 99 of these? Certain rows are being emptied and certain rows aren't. Why? Where's the mistake happening? Are these in the right spots to begin with, and that was my mistake? Let me see here. It wouldn't explain what's jamming this right now. What the hell is jamming this? Did the ratios just get messed and now it doesn't want to go? Let's see. Because if that's the case, it should be as easy as remove, rebuild, build up a cache. Because for every one of these, we should have one accompanying blue piece. That should be how this works. I did over-rotate it. Okay. But at least we know what's wrong now. Now, will you please fix yourself? Please unjam, system. Okay, there it goes. Unjamming itself. Good. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Actually, it won't be that bad. I have just enough space, just the perfect amount to put in the paint blueprint we have. And then I just need to get blue. Blue's over here. Makes it not too hard to get a hold of. And that will allow us to start that one. Have you gotten slower somehow? Care to explain yourself? Because it's almost like this is slowed down, and I do not understand how that's happening. Watch pot, the problem happening right here. Just boil already. Come on. Yeah, we are producing way faster, but it still feels slower. We're producing at double the rate. I like how many variants of this nonsense we're making, and I don't understand how. All of this should be making identical stuff. Is it just the removal of the extra fluff? I assume so. Almost all of these belts are now moving. These two are still kind of going slow. But we are moving again, which is better. Every now and again it's making these, though, and I don't understand why. Alright. Alright. Catch you later, Haps. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you. Playing a game of hurry up and wait right now. Is there anything in here that doesn't need to be sent into the core? Wait. Why isn't it giving me the icon for this? It makes me think that it's not the right shape. But it is. I'm looking at this shape very closely. It is the right one. It's just not telling me anything, and that is anxiety-inducing. All the other ones, it gives me a marker. This one? Nope. But that is the right shape right there. RB, CB, CB, RU, CU, 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 WG, WR, WG, WR. Yup, that's the right shape. Game making me second guess myself. It does seem to be going at a much better clip now, though. We'll definitely get that milestone before the end of stream. And as we get these research points, we're getting closer and closer to actually being able to utilize the trains. What I think I'll do is I'll set up the offload for this right around here. I'm going to start building this. Okay, so we can do 5 cars there. Let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unloaders. And that'll be how it inducts into the line there. So then this will specifically, it will deliver only the squares down here. Because right now we've got all this extra fluff on the line that's just not going anywhere. That shape is literally going nowhere on the line. It's just there because it has to be dropped off here as well. We use the same belt to save space and save platforms because we were dying on platforms. Now, not the case anymore. What I think I'm going to do in preparation, I'm going to cut this belt right here. And that will make it slowly crunch away the entire line. It also means there will be a slight setback in the operator tool, this one here, for a little bit, but we only need that to upgrade our operator level now. We don't need that shape anymore, besides to upgrade the operator level, so it don't matter. And then as this goes, we'll just slowly walk it back. And then in here, I'm going to tuck away the red trains. Now my question is, how do I set them to different colors? They can share one rail, I get that. But how do I set them to different colors? So now we'll have 3 trains with 5 carts each. Actually need to change this a little bit. Oh no! Oh no! We need to change this by adding that like that. Oh my, yes, Nozu, oh my. Because now the train will be able to load up here, pick up all of these shapes, and then high speed them all the way down this line. Currently to a dead end, but soon to be a main spine that we will then have end off here. But first, we just got to get a few more side quest things completed. I don't think I over-rotated them now, because it's no longer producing again. Why is this system jamming so frequently? You know what? I'm gonna fix this the better way. Until the whole line is running, we're just sending everything to the trash. Vince, how is that better? Well, now it won't jam. Even if we don't get any yields from it, it won't jam. Which will at least allow us to clean it up. Oh my gosh, I never fixed this. That is my biggest downfall, is to forget to fix the painters when I set them up. Because some of them are level 2, some of them are level 1 with their output of fluid. And it messes up everything. Wonderful. Now we've got 24 research points, which should be just enough. It is not. We could upgrade their capacity and speed. That's not really what I'm looking for. How do I configure these stations? Oh, train routing. Here we go. Okay. So the red route's going to be the direct one. And I think I'm going to have to change this one just a little bit in preparation for that. But, NBD. We're also going to have to sever our connection very shortly for the other material. Those rounded corner boxes. Gonna have to sever that line, at least for short term. Off we go. The game had to take a second to think there about that. Oh, train launch? Oh, wow. Okay, that's going to change the way this goes. Wait, what the heck? That stopped it? Hmm. So as a result, I can't make it interesting. I was trying to turn this into a Y bend here, where it can go from either direction, and it does not want that. There we go. Okay, this train routing is messy as all heck, and this is going to be nonsense to try and figure out, but I'm going to do it nonetheless. So this is the green track section. And I'm going to change it a little bit more to give it space so I can actually use it. And we'll do shape loading here. Put the stop there. And run this way so that I can do that. Ba-bam! Down here, add the green outlet. Shape unloader. Train stop. And then we're going to put the green locomotive station up here because I'm a goober. 1, 2, 3. We'll put 4 wagons. 1, 2, 1, 2. Put 5 wagons on these again too. Like so. And that will generate green trains. Which should then come down here. Train routing, green trains. Run the space belt. Like so. And now we should have green trains and red trains moving down this line. Where are the red trains? Here they come. Nice. So we've replaced about half of this with train line and got back about 400 platforms. Now that's big wins. That's actually very big wins. And here they come. Beautiful. And that'll keep this nice and full. That's a significant cut down on the amount of material, or the amount of platforms we're using here. That's awesome. That's actually awesome. Heck yeah. Not to mention it's trains, and you just can't get better than trains. Now, I could replace this and move the train line down here, but meh. Meh. I've already saved so much platform, it's NBD in my mind. No big deal. None whatsoever. Then this gets mixed here and then comes down this way. And we've already got fully finished stuff there. So this could be replaced with another train line. Guess what? That's what we're gonna do. Actually, we'll do better than that. We'll build the actual line here. Zoom. Take back all these platforms. Because this is permanent. This infrastructure is not going anywhere anytime soon. Some shape unloaders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a stop. Awesome. This side will set up the other half of that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Crane stop. And a space belt into all of that. Beautiful. Wonderful. Yeah, so these may cost 3 and 5, but in like that is a tiny amount of platforms in comparison to the amount of distance we're traversing. Oh no, it costs 30 platforms to cover 300, 400, 500 tiles. How will we ever get by? And we're moving at such higher volumes, too. Look at it go. That is an absolute boatload of that material right there for one delivery. And soon they're going to actually be full and be loading themselves properly. But it also means there's never any wait time on this belt. All those overflows and everything we set up are rendered irrelevant by just having that much volume we can move through. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. That also means reaching out to some of these further platforms is way more viable than originally thought. Like this guy right here, super simple now. Especially once we get a couple more train colors on the line that we can utilize for short-term deliveries, where we have them unload to the same spot, but then the infrastructure after it is completely flexible, and then it just delivers it directly into the vortex. And then we just change their pickup locations. You know what? Speaking of... Wait, what is this? Oh, this piece of the belt ended up staying. We're taking this back then. That's a bunch of extra materials we can take back. Thank you. Zoom in. Do this. We'll take all that back. Now we're all cleaned up. This one's completely full on storages. This one's still getting there. It might take some time though. We did unfortunately end up deleting a lot of those items when we removed the old belt. But this is still faster. And you know what? All those fantastic skill points we've been getting, let's use them to up our train speed by a ridiculous percentage. Yeah, nearly 2 times the original speed. Let's get them zooming. And then we'll raise their capacities next. Now let's see. Did this unjam itself finally? Looks like it. Should be able to process out a bunch of these, hopefully, before it jams up again. I just don't understand what's causing it to jam. It should have equal parts of everything. For every one of these little tiles, we should have one blue tile. So what's the problem here? Is it just the distribution? Because if it's just the distribution, then I should probably just add some overflows to it and hope. Hope. But no, this seems to be running properly now. Now that we've got everything full of blue. That was our major limiter, was we didn't have everything full of blue, and so stuff was getting stuck. That looks good enough at least to run for now. Don't need to run forever, it just needs to run until we finish this. And then what I'll probably do is I'll splice in an extra red quarter circle from over here. This one isn't going fast enough. I think we need more trains in the rotation for that amount of distance. That's easy enough to fix, though. Now we've got 5. And then we'll up the train's capacity, and between that, the number, that should fix it. Because this one just isn't getting enough deliveries fast enough, it looks like. Fortunately, we haven't had any screw-ups yet. We haven't had any deliveries to the wrong place, because that would be catastrophic. Comparatively, that would be horrendous. Alright, so we're full up on this stuff now, pretty much. Not entirely, but this line is at least keeping itself pretty fed. For some reason, that third row isn't going through them as quickly as the other ones, which is strange. What's our speed now? Okay, so we didn't go down. Beautiful. I was worried that after all those changes, we would have gone down in our production speed of these guys. But it looks like we're holding steady. And we're making 400 per minute of these and 300 per minute of these as well. Everything's pretty much in line with each other. Which is interesting considering operator levels and whatnot. And in just a minute, we'll have milestone 6 early, too. Because of that speed boost we did, we ended up saving about 45 minutes on the timescale for that. That's good. Welcome back, Haps. We got more trains now. I set up a bunch more trains. Got things zooming around and got back 1,000 platforms. Which is very nice. Very nice. Much needed, because now I can expand out further. Now, my big question is where to, because I've already got Stage 7 completely prepped. I did it the old-fashioned way, but I still have it completely prepped up. And I don't think I need anything for the later stage. Yeah, I just need these parts, so I already have everything I need for Stage 7. Oh, I love trains, too. Getting them set up was a little bit wonky in this, but now that I understand them, I think I can utilize them to a pretty high potential. I can get them pretty pretty well optimized. And then we're just waiting on some of these milestones over here to finish. Oh, actually, I should do this. No. Where is it? This. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. We're going to go over here and we're going to set up a extractor here. And then we are going to slice it a couple of different ways to make some parts. And then we'll ship those parts around to accomplish 2 of these goals, actually. Alright. Now we're going to set up a cutter rig similar to the one we had previously. But a little different. Main difference being, I'm actually going to reduce the amount of cutters per input. Instead of 4 per. Alright. So, 2 reasons for what we're doing here. First of all, we are going to take all of this stuff up 1 level. And that will get us the red half circles for this second stage of the mushroom quest. Well, I get why they call it mushroom, but a little derpy. I'm gonna do this, and that, and that, and that. And then for the rest of these pieces, we need to do 2 things. We're gonna rotate them counterclockwise. The ones in the rear here are gonna get boosted up. And then we'll rotate them counterclockwise. And then we're going to go to the half destroyer. And we'll put down 10 of them, 10 of them. Fun part about playing with levels, we can do this then. I missed one. I was wondering why that looked so wonky. Now I'm just going to do a little bit of fanciness to get this all consolidated back down into singular lines. I'm also going to set up a little overflow bypass here. Gotta change those positions a little bit. And then the reason we offset them was so that we could do this. Oh, no. Like that. At least this part of it is really nice and space efficient. Only part of the whole build that I got nice and clean. But hey, it works. I'll just merge these over into the existing lines then. Neato. What jammed? Everything jammed again. We'll do a descending overflow rig on this. And then we'll balance these internally. Like that. We got the milestone! Heck yeah! We got the pin pusher now. Beautiful. Alright. Now we go down here. And we put in the pin pusher parts. Oh, these pin pushers are backwards. Whoops. There we go. Pin pushing a ridiculous amount of them. And them. And that sets us up to go. Boom. I think I'm overcomplicating this for now, though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And jump over the build. And that'll allow us to just hop straight over everything, deliver in what we need. It also looks like my slices were slightly off and I need to rotate post-slice. So I'll have to fix that too. Whatevs. Small stuff. Small stuff. Not sweating it. Alright, I'm gonna cut that line for now. Strategize real quick. So these are on top, so I need this part to be on bottom then. We're going to change the bend of this one. There we go. That'll make the mushroom shape now. And then we're going to take the other piece and merge it in with this stuff here. Make ourselves a stacking rig. No. You know what? There. We flip it. And we need to rotate these 180 degrees. Like that. There we go. Then we'll be able to finish off that side quest as well. Yeah, we're delivering a bunch of garbage on these lines. It's funny how random this trash is. Alright. But there we are. Getting everything actually delivered into the core. Milestone 7's working. We got a whole bunch of the side quests done. We got our train infrastructure set up finally. Oh, is that great? That one actually makes me very happy. Oh, I have to set up new infrastructure here, actually. We'll do this rig for now, and then when we unlock the final ports, we won't have to do this anymore, but... Beautiful. Oh, I messed up the spacing on this one. Clean. And now we're delivering in both of those milestone components. And then as soon as we have to go to the next one, it'll be super easy. Because the next one, as far as I know, is just pinning. Yeah, it's doing that and then pinning that one double. You pin that one twice, and you put this one on top of a half piece, and that's it. That should fix the problem we were having when I saw it do its test run. Now we just gotta wait a few, and it'll be good to go. Next milestone ahead, super quick after that. And then the next thing we'll get is paint mixing, which is such a cool mechanic. I love the way it looks. Watch it go. It's so pretty. It takes the beauty of the fluid mechanics and makes them even nicer. I love it. And before anybody says, Vince, yellow is a primary color, so you can't mix red and green to make it. So, fun story about that. It's time for science. In the color wheel that's used in, say, art, yes, yellow is a primary color. However, TV screens and old tube televisions and almost pretty much any of them, no, the three colors that screens make are green, blue, and red. So in order to make yellow, they actually do mix green and red together on your screen. So in order to see this color right here, your screen is generating a mix of green and red. And even if you say, Vince, what about like multicolor LEDs? Multicolor LEDs are red, green, blue LEDs. And then they change the color by adjusting the exact amount of red, green, and blue in them. So yeah. It's just a facsimile of yellow. Yellow is a lie. Well, you know what actually is a lie is magenta. Magenta is not a color. So this goes back to the arts and the difference between arts and science. In arts, the color is a wheel. Color is on the color wheel. It's a circle. You go all the way around. In science, it's a spectrum. That means it's a line. On one side, at the end of it, you have infrared. After red, you have infrared. And after violet, you have ultraviolet. There is no magenta. There is no combination of red and violet that you would conventionally use to make magenta. If you go to the middle of the color line in the spectrum, it's green. So magenta is made up. You mentioned Jordan and he comes out of the woodwork. Then again, Jordan and I have had a couple of debates on what is which color as of recently. I think somebody's got color filters on their screens. But yeah, you don't see yellow on the screen. It's a combination of other colors. Or rather, you perceive it as yellow, but it's not actually yellow light. It's a mix between two wavelengths. You have the blue light filter. Yeah, somebody's got filters on their screens, and that's why their color perception is wrong. I noticed that because a couple of other people in my life have had color filters on their screens, and then I go to work on their computer, and it drives me insane. It looks like everything's actually working and is full now, though. That's good. Have we increased our rate at all? That's the wrong button. No, our rate's holding steady at about 350, 400. That's not bad, though, considering we started at 180. That's a true doubling. My top two colors are fake. I don't have these problems. My favorite color is green. I know there's a lot of purples on my channel, but that's just because of aesthetic, and I think it looks nice and it complements better as a background. If you make the background a bright lime green, everybody's eyes are gonna hurt. But my fave is green. Hands down. These are taking forever to finish. I think it's because of the rate of this stuff. Yeah, this is going slow. Oh, this one didn't get doubled either, and that's... There we go. That should speed up our throughput now. Neon yellow. That's a very vibrant color. I mean, that color is real, it's just you can't see it on screen. I mean, neon yellow is one of the colors of all time, I'll give it to you. When I think of neon yellow, I think of this t-shirt I got at an old job that I swear if I were to wear it and go outside, you'd be able to see me from satellite. There is no more yellow than this t-shirt. It is the yellow. But that yellow's real, because I'm not looking at it through a camera lens. Your eyes can perceive yellow. It is a color that exists on the color line. It's just that we don't make it on screen. We use tricks instead to trick our eyes into thinking that we're seeing it. I get why all these trains are so in sync. I wish they would space out more over time. I wish as they went round and round, they slowly but surely got further and further apart so that they were all 1/3 of a distance away on the track. That would be so much nicer. Now we just install the upgrade here and boom, now we're making the second tier of this. This was what all that forethought was for. This is why we did all that pre-building and pre-thinking on everything. Was so that we could just go rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta through stage 7. I can finally delete this nonsense. I remember thinking that that one was going to be difficult, and it wasn't difficult, it was tedious. There's a difference. And that was tedium. Shape goal has been completed, fantastic. Time to hook up the other one then. I probably could have done this the last time I was looking at it, just considering how long that belt is. Alright, off it goes now. Split, rotate, stack, and then send it out. And with the minor adjustment we made, everything should be perfect with this. It should immediately start making our end product. Yep, it says it will. Awesome. So now we just accumulate 8,000 of each of these. Maybe get that done today, maybe have to wait until next time for that. And then all we have to do, I think, is merge the two, right? Yeah, it's just merge the two and you're done. So we'll just set up 2 or 3 stacker rows, little stacker blocks down here. Hook them all in and just stack, 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 and then deliver it down the same line and we're done. Milestone 7. Simple. And obviously we're keeping all of our infrastructure from Milestone 6 fully functional so that it continues to deliver that stuff. These pieces here are going to be delivered in and upgrade our operator level for us. See, we're already almost there to another operator level up, because it only took 10k. Yeah, this stuff is going quick. At some point, I think it gives you a global percentage, too. I don't know where that triggers off, but at some point, I swear it gives us a global percentage that we can operate off of. It'll tell us, oh, we're top. We're in line with 90% of other players, you know? Which I think adds a lot of late game playability to a game like this. Like in Factorio, once you unlock everything, once you get everything unlocked in the late game for a lot of these games, it's like, well, why would I continue researching? Even if there's an infinite research to do, there's no reason to continually infinite research. This one is like, well, it contributes to your ranking. Okay, I can get behind that. That's something to do. It's usability. There we go. Our deliveries are starting to reach now. We finally caught up and we're now delivering the other stuff. Yeah, we've nearly purged everything out and we're about to start delivering the other component too. Nice. I'm going to do one other thing here, though. This is in preparation for when we have to merge them. They'll already be in the correct orientation now. Keeping them in the correct orientation is good. Makes it easier on the brain later. We'll leave that stage 7 prep marker there until we're done. Alright, what's the next milestone? Oh yeah, it's gonna require a bunch of composite colors. At that point, we might be better off. Oh, that's gonna be weird. Oh, we already have to make that here, though, so then we just stack this on top of it, I assume. Okay. That's gonna be weird, though. And then we get this fun one. Look at that. And then we merge it all together to create that nonsense in the long run. That one's simple. Little bit the same. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And we got a while, though. We have to accumulate 35,000 of these bad boys. So even though we have a nice high-speed solution for this that's going really efficiently, I think the best we'll get at the end of the day will probably be 2 or 3 fully running conveyor belts. Welcome back, fish. But I think that's the best we'll get is probably 2 or 3 conveyor belts of full throughput. Maybe less. Because, I mean, look at this one. This one's nearly full. I'll call it 80% because there are some gaps here or there. This one, though, not so much. This one's probably 60, 70% full of the 4 lines combined. Not that might even be an optimistic. That might even be too optimistic. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to reorient this and change it up a little bit. And that should get that guy at the bottom there for us. We're going to do a basic one now. Oh, no, we can't do belt speed again yet. I was hoping to do belt speed. I really wanted to raise our belt speed even higher. Best nap? Heck yeah, fish. Naps are nice. I wish I could get them more often. You pick up the fluid tank? No, no. Transfer stations are nice, but considering we're coming up on fluid wagons probably aren't going to be as good as I think they are, though. You know what? Let's just go with the original plan. Train capacity. Key to your survival. Nice hockey. We're gonna do that and clean that line up because it's no longer needed to be bent. By the way, these little bypasses here are the only reason why this system's still running right now. Otherwise, this would have failed. What's the point of the game? Make shapes, shove them into the vortex. Unlock new shapes and more complicated ones. So we're on milestone 7 right now. And these are all of the ones we made. So we started with like very simple stuff, grayscale things, and then slowly slicing them. Then we started stacking them and getting these kitty corners. Then we started merging them together and getting complex shapes. Then we got into painting, followed by more advanced painting. And then we just finished this milestone today. Now we're on to this one, and we're nearly halfway done with this one already because I did a lot of pre-prep last stream for it. Ooh, I actually don't have the dev off the top of my head. Let's see here. Vortex LTD. I think. Let me check. I'm looking at the store page right now. You guys can't see it, but the developer is Tobesper Games, and the publisher is Tobesper Games and Gamir. The franchise is from Tobesper Games. Tobsper. I'm assuming. Let me check here real quick. Yes, they are the original developers as well of Shapes, the original one. It looks like on that one, the publisher is Tobesper Games and Doyoyo Games, but the developer is specifically written out as Tobias Springer. So I'm going to assume that both of these games were developed by him or his development crew. Possibly he got a proper office and everything after the first Shapes took off. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, it looks like Tobias Springer. That would be the developer. Alright. Getting the lay of the land back real quick and just thinking. I'm gonna reroute this stuff. Again. I just constantly reroute this belt. I can't make up my mind. Can't make up my mind for the life of me. Whatever. This one we're actually going to do a little bit different too. We're going to set up the stacker. Large stacker rig here. It already fits right. Then we're going to do this. But we're going to do this. And then we just need to get a hold of some more circles again. A little annoying that I have to reset up all this again, but meh. I should have looked ahead and figured out whether I needed it anymore before destroying it. It's my fault. And that should make the final stage of that side quest for the mushroom. Operator level 12. Whoop whoop. Hey, getting up after a nap and having a snack is not a bad plan at all. You're rested, now you're fed. That sounds like a great Sunday to me. That sounds awesome. There we go, though. That should be running properly now. Things have changed quite a bit in just a little bit of time we've been playing today. Not the level of rapid improvement that the early game allows for, but still, we are progressing at a very decent clip, I would say. Very nice day. I'm happy to hear that, Fish. Mine's barely halfway done. I still got a lot of work to do after this. I'm going to finish the video for tomorrow, make sure that it's up to everything. Then tomorrow night and Monday I'm doing scheduling, because next week I am recording so much stuff. So I got to get the other YouTubers together, the other peeps, the fam together, and get everything scheduled for all the different games we're going to be playing. Some new stuff, some old stuff. It's going to be big. It's going to be real big. Big week. I'm very excited for it, though. I needed to get caught up. I want to get a big bank going. And then I'm thinking possibly we're actually going to end up a week or two ahead of schedule on posts. And once we're there, I'm probably going to release all of my videos 1 week early for members. Just to give a little bit of incentive there to help start helping out the channel. And give you guys a little bit of, you know, some return for those of you who do have the ability to be like, thank you, appreciate you. It's all good, Fish. We stream every Sunday, and when people are available and come out, appreciate it. When you can't, we'll see you next Sunday. Ooh, that sounds fun. Put your toes in the sand on the beach. I think I've made a mistake. I think I've miscalculated. Oh yes, I have made a massive mess. But I just got rid of those four. It's not that big of a deal. I can adjust it back later on, too, once I have more slots. If I need them, that is. Not going to do it if I don't need them. Alright. Well, we're halfway through on milestone 7 already. Literally the halfway marker right here. Once we reach 4,000 on both of these. So, I think that's probably where we're going to wrap things for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Kind of a kill... what? Losing my words right at the end of my stream. How wonderful. I hope you all enjoyed. It was a very chill stream, but sometimes I enjoy that a little bit more than the high-octane stuff. Tomorrow we're going to be coming out with a new video, then another one on Friday. You guys will be seeing the vote for next stream on next Thursday or Friday, roughly. This time I promise to not put it up on Saturday. We got busy. But I'll see you all next Sunday. I hope you all have a great week, and be sure to leave me comments down below. You know, let me know what you want to see. Let me know if there's any games you want to see coming up, anything like that. Like I said, I got a lot of free time coming up soon, so if you guys got ideas, give me some recommendations. But otherwise, I hope you all have a great one. Later!